Hello everyone, I am your wonderful host Fontaman, and welcome back to Cold Waters. Now, after the unfortunate loss of our first vessel, I have in fact looked back over the tutorials and actually wrote down a physical quick guide in order to figure out exactly how the fuck to, command a submarine and stay alive in the middle of all this shit. Because like I said before, this is not a bad game, it's just that the tutorial setup is not exactly the best thing in the world for getting you into this type of game. But then again, I should have expected it, to be honest, because it's a simulator game and these things tend to be not very forgiving. But my main issue with the tutorials is they don't at all set you up for this kind of situation, or half the situations that you're actually going to face out in combat. So the only thing you're really the only way you're actually going to figure out how to fuck to play this game is just by trial and error, which is not exactly the most amazing thing, but honestly, you were going to be doing that anyway, and this is what I'm used to with these kinds of games. Just kind of walking in and just kind of bashing my head against a wall over and over again until I figure out exactly what the fuck I'm doing wrong. But in this case, at least I have, something to tell me exactly what all the keys are. So I do remember that it's Shift S for running silent and Shift A for active sonar. You see, I see how I fucked that up last time. I fat-fingered A, and that's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. But enough fucking fuss out of me. Let's go play the submarine game again and see if we can actually manage something in our imaginary war here. So, going to the campaign and doing North Atlantic 1980. Well, actually, wait a minute. What did we do before? Right, we were doing 1984 beforehand. So let's try this before we go back in time here with 1968. Alright, yes, right. You're right, do that, and then, well, there's only one save, to be honest, and I would like to... I haven't actually come up with a good commander name, so it's kind of unfortunate, but we're just gonna leave him the ghost of Thomas Chesterton. It's another timeline. This is where, he might not fuck everything up. So let's go. Okay, so we have a Los Angeles-class nuclear attack submarine, like we had before. Do I want to press random and see what we get, though? I think we do, but I did look over the glossary, and there are apparently only, well, there are really only, like, 4 American submarines to choose from. The Los Angeles-class, the Sturgeon, the Skipjack, which, well, I know what that is now, but I'm not exactly... There's another one as well, I can't remember what it is. But, just so we can say we did it, let's hit random. Oh, we did get a Skipjack. Unfortunately, the Skipjack is probably one of the least advanced submarines in the American arsenal. So, well, the USS Shark. Nice. But, from what I understand about the Skipjack, it's built for speed, even though it doesn't have the best sensor array. But again, shit like that really isn't quantified in the game all that well, even in the glossary where it should be. So a lot of these things, honestly, should be better represented, but whatever. We'll make do. So, we have a very, very fast ship, a very fast submarine, but we don't exactly have the best sensors, from what I can tell about the Skipjack class, but we'll see what we can manage here. So what's our mission for today? Oh, hello, Reagan. Alright, yeah, let's review the plot of how we went to war in 1984. Something Reaganomics, something evil empire, something Brezhnev is dead, something what do you mean it was a training exercise? Something all out war. That's basically what we're looking at here. Alright, and unscheduled target practice on civilian airliners. Way to go, Soviet Union. Okay, so now that we actually get past that, what's our actual mission for today? Alright. Mission orders. Alright. Tactical situation. Intelligent estimates... Intelligent estimates. Sorry. My reading aloud is not very good. But you already know this by now. I try. Indicate that several enemy Spetsnaz commandos will land from submarine in the vicinity of, Reykjavik and Cleveland in Iceland. Oh god, it's a Spetsnaz raid. They intend to report our sub-movements and perhaps sabotage a naval base. You are ordered to intercept and eliminate them before they land. We have to hunt subs containing Spetsnaz troopers. Oh, well, this is a problem, but at least it's gonna be... Well, submarines are gonna be an interesting thing to tackle, since I have absolutely no idea how to actually engage them, but I have a few general ideas. I understand now, I understand basically fully what the, you know, the surface duct and the thermal layer are for, but, well, we haven't engaged a target underwater beforehand, so we're gonna have to figure this out as we go. Okay. Primary objective, locate and sink the enemy submarines transporting the Spetsnaz commandos. Secondary objective, locate and sink any escorting submarines if possible. 4. Avoid detection by enemy ASW patrols. 5. Weapons free. 6. MCOM, maintain radio silence until otherwise directed. Alright, so basically we gotta kill a bunch of Ivans going around in a, in a bathtub somewhere underwater, and we gotta sink it before it actually gets to Iceland. Okay. Alright, so we need to find the damn submarines, and then we need to sink them. Well, also, that's another thing as well. I read through the glossary in some other circumstances. I'm not exactly sure what kind of submarines we're gonna be fighting here, but I know we're probably not gonna be fighting Typhoons, because those are ballistic missile submarines. So we don't probably have to worry about that, but also what that means is we're probably going to be fighting diesel-electric submarines, which are a fair bit quieter and harder to detect. And we have a skipjack, which has already kind of lackluster sensor arrays. So this is going to be a bit of a, well, a bit of a ghost hunt. I got my work cut out for me, don't I? Alright then, well, let's get back, let's get out into the water and see what we can find. Alright, so, and we are, for this campaign, the USS Shark, SSN 591. She's an old boat, but she's fast. But okay, so, let's take a look at arming and repair. We do have 6 torpedo tubes, though. That's at least good. However, we can't carry anything except wire-guided torpedoes, which is, I think, all that we really need, necessarily. And we also have 2 decoys. I think... Well, we have 20 noisemakers and 2 decoys. Decoys are, a little bit... Well, there was no tutorial for actually using the damn decoys. They just kind of told me how they work and, you know, they do stuff. So that's another thing. But I understand generally what they do. You fire them off, and then you kind of try and sink below the thermal layer to avoid any sort of detection, so that the enemy following you tries to follow the decoy and doesn't see you just pop off the radar. Or rather, no, sonar. But we'll see what happens here. But alright then, let's hunt some submarines. Alright, so what they're going to try and do is go to Iceland. So what we need to do is put ourselves somewhere between Iceland and, well, the Soviet Union at large. Hopefully our air patrols actually pick them up. Aha! There they are. Alright, but they're off radar. So we know we are generally their course. Oh, they're trying to fuck with us. Aha! But we got you, son of a bitch. Alright, so. New sonar contact bearing 92. Designate Sierra 1. And also I have written down the contact types. Sierra, call sign Sierra means sonar contact. So there's that. But, problem. We have no surface duct and no thermal layer. This is going to be a bit of an issue, because it's not exactly going to be the easiest to hide out here. Or rather... We're going to be able to find them a bit better, I suppose, but we're not actually going to be able to really hide all that well. We are a very noisy nuclear submarine, and we're fighting very quiet diesel-electric subs. So hopefully we're going to hopefully we'll be able to detect them before they see us. But we're at 900 feet, and our heading is 124, and our speed is 24 knots. Alright, well... Let's see if we can close. Okay. Okay, so we were contact was bearing 91, so it's in this direction. Unfortunately, can't see jack shit, Captain. Shit. Alright, well, we don't have any contacts at all. But considering we're fighting fucking submarines, well, this is to be expected. Now we actually may have to employ active radar, because we can't find anything anywhere else. So, well, here goes nothing, folks. Since there is there's no thermal layer or anything like that, we can't really actually get any better readings. So we're gonna have to just, well, ping and see if we can find anything. One ping. Just one. Okay, we got something over to 90. Ah! There's a torpedo launch. Shit. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop a fucking noisemaker. Since I know how to do that. It's Shift D. That's at 90, right? See, it's right. Yeah, it's coming right at us. Okay, so hard to port. There's the torpedo coming at us from that direction. Oh, they're close. Come on, Skipjack, turn your big fat ass around. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Then we're drop a noisemaker. Oh, actually, yeah, we're going to drop a noisemaker. And then what we're going to do is then go silent. So hopefully, the torpedo follows the noisemaker and not our fucking boat. But then again, he's moving around. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop a couple noisemakers. Okay, and then Shift D. Whether they're recharging. Shit. Rather, okay. So can we drop another one? Can we? Can we? It looks like they're following us. So, we may just have to outrun the damn thing. No, it's still got tracking on us. God damn it. Oh, fuck it. Oh, it's actually, no, it is following the decoy. Shit. Good. We gotta put the decoy between us and the torpedo. So it is following the decoy. You see, this is more trial and error shit for actually figuring out what the fuck's going on. But it does look like it's following us now. Can we drop another noisemaker? There's another one. Okay. So hopefully it just kind of follows the decoy. It's going to be a bit close, though. Actually, it just looks like it's going to pass right the fuck over us, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? Oh, we have 2 sonar contacts, huh? Interesting. Well, now that we got them, hopefully we can just straight up avoid the torpedo. It's not going to come directly down on top of us. Alright, well, it looks like they're gone now. Wait, no, it's turning. What are you doing, you fucking son of a bitch? It's searching around for us, but I don't think it can find us. So we may be avoiding this torpedo, but once again, no fucking idea since torpedo avoidance was not part of the fucking training. So once again, limitations of the video game. It doesn't look like it's got our trace, though. Right? It's got our scent. So at least we're still kind of, well, ducking and dodging with it. So, it looks like we may have ditched it. Or it might be circling around now. No? No, it's gone. Okay, we need to get out of crush depth here, since we're getting a little low. Nope, not that. Don't make any noise. We don't want to set off the torpedo. But now we have now we have a contact. That was risky, but once again, yes, using active radar is incredibly risky. No, that's not that. See, I hit the controls again, but I'm not looking at the controls. I'm just kind of fingering around, trying to say, oh, I know how to command a submarine. No, I fucking don't. Look at the controls, stupid. Okay, so right, what we want to do is we want to adjust our planes, which is W and S. So we want to go up. So we want to put the planes and probably the ballast, which is E and S, to go up. Looks like we managed to ditch the torpedo. Okay, let's turn ourselves towards our sonar contact, which is bearing... what? Bearing 76. So that would be right about this direction. And then we're going to level out, since we know they're probably diesel-electric. But let's see if we can get a noise profile. Signature analysis, please. Okay, so we're just going to have center the ship here and keep going at 5 knots. We have a towed array, if I'm not mistaken. We do. Alright, so we lost contact Sierra 2. It's going off in that direction. He's running. Sierra 1 is trying to hunt us, though. Okay. Right, so now we need to figure out exactly what we're looking at here. It's obviously a submarine, but it's not a typhoon. Delta. We've got 4 bars. It doesn't look like... okay, so actually, I think we've got 5 bars here. We've got this, and possibly this. So we need to actually identify what the fuck we're looking at here. No. Juliet, no. Sierra, no. Alpha, Victor. These are all submarine classes, by the way, and most of them are diesel. Tango, SS, Foxtrot, Romeo, Whiskey. I think it's a Whiskey class. Classified as Whiskey. Are we getting a sonar bonus to it? But I don't think there's anything... yeah, there doesn't seem to actually be anything else that kind of... yeah, we're just kind of cycling around here, so it must be Whiskey class. So that's Whiskey class. I actually do not know what the hell those are, particularly what type of vessels those are. I'm gonna actually have to I'm gonna have to dive on Wikipedia to figure out what exactly that fucking call sign means. But we are getting a sonar bonus for it, so good. So now we're moving towards it. We don't exactly have a full solution yet, but we have a general idea of where he's going. So what I'm going to do now is he's bearing 77. So we're going to turn ourselves a little bit this direction and say, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to fuck with him. Or rather, we're going to try and predict his movement. And that means we're going to launch multiple torpedoes. And we're going to have them on active sonar since we know it's probably a diesel-electric sub, so we got to be careful about this. So these are going to be on active. We're going to fire a 3 torpedo spread right in front of us. So what we're going to do is since he's coming towards us, he's coming straight at us. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire torpedo number 1 directly at his fucking face. We're going to have that. And we're going to have them run level so they can find a target. Then what we're going to do is fire torpedo number 2 off in this direction. And then we're going to fire torpedo number 3 in this direction. So that wherever he goes, he's probably going to set off a torpedo. See, I read the manual, and this is actually a pretty sensible torpedo spread. But he's moving a little bit closer here. So where are these... I can't see the nav points after I've actually launched the damn things, but we know where he is now. And he's using active radar. Rather, active sonar. So he could probably see us, but he's got 3 fucking torpedoes coming right at us. And right, we've reestablished contact with Sierra 2. Right, we don't want to break the wires either. Okay, so, right, 1 fish is in the water. It's looking... Doesn't seem to have found him yet, but he can't, damn it, we've missed him. So, what I'm gonna do with this is probably just activate them. Can I activate them? I don't think I can activate. I only got one wire. Looks like they all missed. Shit. Well, we've still got control of Torpedo 1. So we're gonna actually turn it around, since we can do that, and try to see if we can find whiskey here. Where the fuck is whiskey? He's either well, we're basically at the bottom, so he must be above us. So that's... Where the fuck are you, you son of a bitch? So he must be up. That'd be 5 and 4. Where the fuck are you? They're on active sonar, too. So they should be able to find the motherfucker, but he's cruising. There he is! Lost him. But we know where he is. Aha! There's the bastard! Alright, you son of a bitch. The torpedoes are gonna come right back around. You better start moving now, Ivan, you son of a bitch! I got your fucking number! And bam. One Russian bathtub to the bottom of the ocean. That's our first kill. The shark, well, the shark's got blood. Sleep tight, you metal coffin. But it looks like... Well, actually, our torpedo... Wait, hang on. Our other torpedoes are actually... They look like they're trying to actually... What's going on here with our other torpedoes? I think they might actually have... I think Torpedo 2 has actually picked up the other submarine. It's kind of far out, though, but I don't have connection for it. I don't know if I only have one... I probably only have one wire, and that's why the only torpedo I control was the center one. But it looks like Torpedo 2 has actually picked up Sierra 2. Let's see what we can do here. We still got 3 torpedoes here. So, I can reload them, but I'm running in silent mode to minimize noise here. We don't want Ivan to actually find us. But it looks like we might be able... What is this? Oh. Wait. Holy shit! Torpedo 2 did find him, but he was a lot closer than I thought he was. Ha! I think that is a nuclear submarine, too. So, that's our Spetsnaz carrier. Holy shit, we did it! And look at them, they've come to rest on the bottom of the ocean. Well, it only took me writing down all the goddamn controls to figure this shit out. A little bit risky with the active sonar and avoiding torpedoes, but we managed to actually learn some basic countermeasures as well. Well, way to go, U.S. Shark. You see? See? I told you the Abyssal girls are the best girls. Alright. Well, Torpedo 3 is just going to go off into nothingness. I don't think we have any other contacts in the area. I think there was only 2 sonar contacts. So there you go. It was a little bit risky to employ active sonar directly in that area, but, well, we found our targets, we avoided their response, and then we fucking killed them. So, all good. All good in this respective part of the North Atlantic. Alright then. No vessels nearby, no weapons nearby, no aircraft, no flooding. We're done. Leave combat. Alright, so it was, okay, so one of them actually was Whiskey class. We did actually identify him correctly, and the other one was a Victor 1. Interesting. I'll have to go back and actually look at what I killed here, so I can actually give you guys a rundown of what the hell I just blew out of the water. But, oh well, maybe an interesting history lesson down the line. But okay, so yeah. 2 sub kills. Not bad, Shark, not bad.